The dust has settled, and the Detroit Pistons break out of the dirty fog with, well, a little cleaning up to do. On Thursday, the final day NBA teams are allowed to make trades before the offseason, the Pistons traded third-year forward Saddiq Bey and Kevin Knox to the Warriors in exchange for center James Wiseman, team sources confirmed to The Athletic. The deal comes as a bit of a surprise in that the Pistons currently have 3 big men on the roster under the age of 24, 2 of which, Jalen Duren and Stewart, the organization has high hopes for in the future, and another in Marvin Bagley III, who signed a 3-year contract last offseason. Wiseman, who was the number 2 overall pick in 2020, has long had fans in Detroit's front office. According to team sources who were granted anonymity to speak freely, Wiseman was the top player on the Pistons' big board during the 2020 NBA draft process. And while the career of the 21-year-old center hasn't started particularly well due to injuries and his situation with the Warriors, the Pistons believe he has a higher upside than Bey moving forward. Moving Bey isn't a shock. The Athletic reported multiple times in the lead-up to Thursday's NBA trade deadline that the 23-year-old forward was the most likely big name on the roster to be moved. The shock to many, though, comes in the form of the return, as Bey has, at the very least, proven to be an NBA player in some capacity while Wiseman is still trying to get his career off the ground. Bey's value around the league wasn't very high to begin with. Multiple league executives whose teams inquired about Bey told The Athletic in recent weeks that Detroit's asking price for Bey was too high leading up to the deadline when factoring in his inconsistencies on offense and defensive deficiencies. None who spoke to The Athletic were willing to give up anything of significance to land Bey. Additionally, per league sources, Bey, who has 1 year left on his rookie deal after this season, was seeking a decent contract extension. On the floor, Bey's style of play was starting to wear on some in Detroit's organization. He did have the ability to score in bunches, and did so often, but his shot selection and, at times, tunnel vision went against what the team wanted to see from him as a player. The Pistons wanted Bey to do more by doing less. Bey was interested in expanding his game. Bey's most efficient season came his rookie year when he was primarily a catch-and-shoot weapon.